We're here with Aaron Kerr.
How you doing?
And we're here to just do an interview with Aaron. Just questions that people have, and we want to hear, of course, what's on Aaron's mind. And so some questions. I actually called last week and had people send in their questions. And the first one is it's from Peter Vascon. Peter from Connecticut. And his question is, Aaron, what is your favorite color?
I walk to school and carry my lunch. My favorite color is brown.
Brown. Is that all for your entire life?
I don't buy white underwear anymore.
Cut out the middle. Go right to the brown?
Right to the brown.
That's
genius.
genius.
Why would you buy white underwear at my age?
Right. It's inevitably going to turn brown. It's just an embarrassing situation you're avoiding.
Because I don't do my own laundry, and it's very uncomfortable.
Do you do laundry? Like you just said you don't do your own laundry. You implied that somebody does your laundry.
I drop them off.
You do.
And when I drop them off, and you have that underwear, and you can curl them up in a little ball, but still, when they unveil them,
do they
see the stains.
When they give it back to you, do they ever have a little side envelope that says we found this in your laundry? Is this an embarrassing situation?
Around Christmas, they do.
They do.
They do.
Okay, good. It's a little awkward. Do you have to go to different laundry?
I wouldn't say it's awkward. It's uncomfortable. There's a difference. Awkward and uncomfortable. There's a little difference.
And I noticed that your weight does fluctuate quite a bit. So do you have a lot of different size clothing, or do you just sort of go with something wear too small or go too big?
I go with more of a wrap when I'm fat, and when I'm in good shape, I like to show it. So I wear a tight style.
Tighter wrap. Great. So for all these people who admire you and want to live like you do, bottom line is wear brown sheets. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying?
I go brown sheets, brown underwear, brown hair.
I like it. Perfect. Perfect.
3 Bs.
I like. Great. Thank you.
3 Bs are wet.
This next question comes from Rob Sparchizioni, also from Connecticut. You seem to have a sort of a following in Connecticut.
I do.
He wants to know. It's a two-part question. He wants to know how many women do you think you've slept with, and he said if the number's too hard to calculate, you can separate the ones you've actually paid for and the ones you didn't pay for, if that makes things easier for you.
When I'm with a woman, I usually say, when they ask me that, 10, my standard answer. But, true story,
We're not here to lie.
a baker's dozen plus.
Baker's dozen plus.
A lot more.
Are we talking a baker, like a factory worker in China baker, where they make thousands of Twinkies a day?
I'm not gonna lie right now, because I paid for over 500 girls.
So
some have paid for me.
Excellent. I see. So 500, based on 500, the average, not that I'm familiar with it, but the average, basically the country of New Guinea is the GNP of the country of New Guinea matches the amount of money that you paid for hookers.
But it's all, because here's my rationale.
Please.
You take a girl out for dinner, it's $100, and you get a girl for $100. It's almost the same thing.
It is. You're absolutely.
So you paid for her and didn't buy her dinner.
Right.
She's losing weight.
Right.
We have a fat problem in America.
Right. And you've opened up the legitimate girl. You've opened up her to somebody else to go out to dinner with.
True.
It's like you're spreading your love. You're spreading your love and sharing opportunities.
So.
And you're keeping a hooker off the street by keeping her with you.
That's what I do.
Do you give them your name?
Alex.
Have you ever run into one of the 500 women? I'm assuming they were all women. Have you ever run into any of them outside of profession?
Perhaps.
Is it awkward?
Perhaps. Uncomfortable.
Yet another.
Another uncomfortable.
Boy, for someone who's always so comfortable, you seem to find yourselves in uncomfortable situations often.
See, I just always feel like out of the 500 plus, I don't want to, like, I have an errand, I have a business errand and an after errand.
Mm-hmm.
They meet after errand, but
Mm.
sometimes they come and see me on business errand.
I see. That's a good segue to my next question, the business errand. let's talk about the business errand, shall we?
Yes.
Okay. Aaron, we've noticed that your schedule seems to be open for
Wide.
weeks, months, years, decades now.
I've taken a semester off or two.
Okay. And yet we know you seem to bathe. You have clothes. I'm assuming you're stealing from somewhere. Do you have a job?
I have not worked. I have not officially worked in 7 years. I have income. Actually, a retort.
Which part? The 500 women? And one of them was in fact a man? Or are we going fast forward?
There's no dudes.
Okay.
I've never been a dude. But I am. Are we in pause? Are we even on?
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm.
Did you fucking not even hit that
That's
thing?
not even. It's not even. I don't even know. Just keep talking.
No, I have. I do not have a job.
You said 7 years. Now, think it's.
I've not paid taxes in 7 years.
I think it's important to define had a job in 7 years. What in your mind is a job?
So in 11 years, I have not paid taxes in 7 years.
Okay.
I pay taxes. I mean, I pay taxes on my property and stuff, but I buy houses for $20,000, sell them for $50,000. But say I sold them for, there's no $49,000, $50,000, $1,000.
And what was your major again? It was finance, wasn't it?
I was a financial
So
student.
if you bought a house for 20, sold it for 50, what would you have left? Just to help us with the math for those viewers at home.
30.
30. Okay, good. Just wanted to prove that you could do that one.
But I'm not like, I never signed up to be like a.
Do you have a saving checkings account?
I have a checking account, a savings account, and I have a debit card.
Gotcha. Excellent. All right, good.
And I have a Volkswagen bus.
Good.
So true. My phone's in rice
Mm-hmm.
because I dropped it in my beer.
Yes, I understand that. That was a story that happened recently, wasn't it?
It happened a couple days ago.
Does those sort of things happen often with you?
Sometimes I do drop my shit.
Mm. There was an incident back in Atlanta when you were living in Florida where they wanted you back in Atlanta for a reason. It's a little cloudy to a lot of viewers at home. Could you be more specific as to why they were looking for you and what was happening?
The extradition.
Mm. Was that resolved?
It was resolved. It was bad, wrong place, wrong time, that type of deal.
Does that happen a lot to you?
It does.
Does that sort of sum up your life?
My life. I'm in the bad place at the wrong time.
Have you ever been in a good place at the right time?
I've never. Sometimes when I'm getting my suntan, that's about it.
I remember going to Nantucket with you, and there was a hot blonde woman. Probably she had been 30.
And I banged that fatty.
Right? No.
Oh, sorry.
The blonde. Remember, it was in college. She grabbed you. Remember that in Nantucket?
Yeah.
It was a long time ago.
And I farted.
Did you fart?
She grabbed me. We were sitting. Are we still on?
No, we're off. Nobody's listening.
I told you, she grabbed me and we went off, and she goes, we were sitting watching the sunset, holding me, and she goes, this is probably the prettiest thing I've ever seen in my life, and I farted.
You ruined it.
Well, like, when you fart like that, and like she's behind you, she's holding me, and I go, and I just felt like. and then she, and then you just hope it doesn't smell, and it did, and she just goes like, "Let's go."
Was that another uncomfortable situation?
Awkward.
Awkward. That was awkward.
Like you can't claim that one. When you do one of those, you just shut your eyes and just go, just pretend I'm not here, and then she goes, "Let's go." Yeah, cool chick. Dude, she was she was Richie Albert's boss. By the way, he's back in Boston. You know what though? Richie Albert's a guy that I would never talk to, but when you see him out, he is very interesting, isn't he?
He is. I think he's
a very interesting dude. Peterman just told me he just moved back.
Wow. Excellent.
So Eddie's opening up this restaurant in Hull, Mass, and he wants me to invest. And I go,
do you want to rewind the tape? I buy houses for $20,000. No, go ahead.
Ricky, here's my best home run I hit lately. I play softball, keeping your lines. I didn't play special teams.
Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane. I 29, 159. Bought for 29.
Oh, okay. Really?
Sold for 159.
Wow.
The guy goes, "It needs a new roof." I go, a lot of houses need a new roof. And
you can buy houses for $29,000 in there.
Yeah. Dude,
Houses?
I flipped like 8 houses last year.
You can. That's how cheap houses are down there.
Yeah.
Why isn't everybody doing it?
That 29 now is 159. I should have bought 50 of them.
Wow.
If I knew it. So I bought it for 29. I put 10 into it.
Who bought it?
Some like hippie guy. And when he goes, the inspection came back. They go, "Needs a new roof. It needs a new that. It needs a new." I go. I spit shine that bitch.
Right.
And but I made like almost $100,000 on that fucking house, man.
Oh, good. Awesome.
But I never have done. You know, that's a home run.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And so then during the inspection, the guy came back. He goes, "This place is fucking shambles." I go, I basically just spray coated it with pretty, you know.
How does you've taken really good care of yourself, I've noticed. Other than your weight fluctuation, how is your overall health?
Rick, I told you I had lung cancer, didn't I?
You did not. Are you telling the viewers at home you have lung cancer?
Yeah, 6 months ago, I was diagnosed with lung cancer. It's a little bulb, kind of a little knot on my left lung. So they say they can go in and take care of it 2 or 3 ways. And I go, what if I just walk into the woods and just let it go away?
Right.
Dude, that's what I did at Brian. The honest thing, just walk away from me.
You walk away from your responsibilities again? Is that, you feel you...
I just want to walk away from responsibilities, but you know, they say that, so yeah.
I don't know anything about lung cancer, so first of all, let me share for all the viewers at home on our behalf, sorry that you're going to have to go through this. But what are you going to do to fix it? So what happens now? Because you're not going anywhere until we tell you we're done with it.
So I bought a Volkswagen. I bought an orange Volkswagen bus, and I'm just hanging out, and I'm gonna drive it to the end of the world. But
you got Thelma and Louise, you motherfucker yourself. In a 4-cylinder bus that won't get over 40 miles an hour.
But you know what though?
You're gonna kill yourself over a speed bump.
I'm gonna kill myself.
So you're going over a cliff going 90. You can go.
So I was diagnosed, but I think I'm gonna get it clipped, or like injected, and or maybe radiation. But you know, I'm not a strong man. I'm not a fighter.
Weaker people than you survived this.
I was nominated for a counselor at large, and I had 2 backings. Rick Siegel was one of my big backers, and nothing.
Well, you know
my biggest position in the fraternity was the fucking
music committee.
Assistant social director at the beer store.
Well, you know what's funny
And
about
that's
that?
why I'm not
What's
going.
interesting about being the assistant beer director is that you have a lifetime health insurance coverage through Phi Epsilon Pi. So therefore, we want to let you know, Aaron, just in case you forgot, your health bills will be taken care of throughout this whole ordeal.
Assistant social director. That's the, that's the best. That was the best job in the fraternity, though.
Yeah.
You have a beer?
And then wait. So like, what's the responsibility of the social director?
And there was no auditing.
What does the assistant do? Does he help the person that has nothing to do? What does that mean?
But you know what the best thing about that was? There was no auditing there.
Your
So-
job is to make sure there was always beer, though.
So like, and they go, even like Paul Wiener was the treasurer. And $400. I have $30. They raided the house.
Right. You still have things. There's still your possessions are have a lien against them for FIAP right now, don't they? So the beer director. So like there's how I manage some people around here.
You're assistant social director.
It's only assistant social director, right? I say it's only a problem when it becomes a problem. So in other words, there's a potential problem there. Don't make it a problem, and we won't have to discuss it.
Right.
And that's it. And that's really, if you don't have beer at 3 a.m. on a Tuesday night when somebody wants some, that's a problem. And you've fulfilled your responsibility.
Playing fall for Peterman, 3 a.m.
Nice.
Dang.
Do you mind if we go back to the lung cancer? Do you know what first of all, because I know you were a science biology major as well, a minor. Do you have lungs? What are the breathe out of them?
Do you have one or
Do you
two?
one or two? Can you just, like a kidney, can you just get rid of one?
Bottom left. I've got like a golf ball. I went. You know what? I was.
Excuse me. Did you? Maybe it's a golf ball. Did you ask him that? Excuse me. Does it say Top Life on it? Spalding.
Perhaps I swallowed a golf.
You know, stranger things happen.
Because on the bottom, your bottom left lung, sir, you have a black. Like, but he came with some medical term.
Maybe
and
it's.
I go, what is it? I go, is that good? He goes, it's not good at all. He goes, you need to see a specialist. So I went to a specialist, did the MRI, and he goes, you get a big black fucking. It's almost like it's like some guy that came into my life. I go, I have never smoked a cigarette in my life. I go, I'm gonna start smoking.
Maybe we'll kill it. Do you think it's maybe it's maybe because the smoke will kill because it kills things. Two negatives make a positive. What is it? How do you know it's not Ben Soar's testicle? Have they looked into that? Have they tested for that?
Kill it.
Have they tested that?
Seriously, I have never smoked. When you start smoking, it kills it.
Do you remember in college you lost your car keys and you had that keychain that was shaped like a smiley face ball? And you never found it? Have they checked for that? Was there a keychain attached to it?
This ride's for you.
Right. Call the safety sponsor, they'll pick you up. I'm sure it says something. What do you have a picture of it? Because I'm not buying it, quite honestly. Because I know medical coverage you probably have, and I know the antics that you've had in the last 49 years. I seriously think it's Ben Soar's testicle or a keychain.
I'm just gonna stay here. Do you need an assistant manager?
Yes, we do. Same thing as an assistant social. What's it called? Social director.
Social director.
You'll do. It's the same responsibility.
Where would my office be? In the lobby.
You're sitting in it.
In the lobby.
Yeah. Right. Go all the way down to the left. You can't miss it.
I just hired a new employee, Aaron Kerr.
Right.
In the lobby.
What happens now? Because that stinks. That stinks. I think it
It
stinks.
sucks, but you know what I'm gonna do is everyone's saying do it here because they have the best cancer places here. I'm gonna go back
Versus like Kenya or something, or where's here? Boston.
If you say Boston, yeah, you gotta go to what's the big one in Boston?
Boston.
Boston Cancer.
Hospital, something. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's Yeah,
They are smart
Dana
people.
Farber.
Oh, good.
Yeah. But I'm gonna go to Daniel Farber
Right.
in Georgia.
Daniel Faber. He's cheaper. He's cheaper. Right. I like that. It's his cousin. He tried to take over.
But here's what I'm gonna do. I don't want to get cut and lop. I don't want. They can go in and fucking chop it off. Go in.
How do they go in?
They fucking cut your fucking belly off and then they go in. But I want.
They're gonna have to use that fucking chainsaw for your belly.
I want the needle. I want the needle. They can stab it with a needle and kill it. And then just, I go, when it falls, I go, where does it fall? It goes, well, it just dissolves into your system.
Well, don't want the cancer out of there.
Yeah.
System.
No, like they can needle it.
You blow it up.
But bottom line, I have to go in for radiation if I want to get rid of that fucking thing. I'm not. I mean, I have a nice roof, man. I'm not going for chemo.
No, you're gonna have to do what they tell you to do. You don't get a choice in this one. I'm sorry. You do what they tell you to do.
Yeah.
But that's nice for you to think. It's nice for you to think that you could do something. No. When you get cancer, you just do what they tell you. But it's good. You go into the right.
What about the other the Aaron theory? Let's go up into the woods and die. Like sometimes like if a dog gets bit by a snake, he goes up in the woods and just dies.
Yeah.
That's
Here, all right, let me play out. Let's play out a couple scenarios that might happen. You tempting. You trying to kill yourself. Okay. Here's what I think would happen. Okay. I'm just gonna go into a garage and I'm gonna roll down my windows in my van, shut the garage doors, and turn the car on and suffocate. Right. What would happen with you? It would go choo choo choo. You're like, fuck! I ran out of gas. Right? That's what happens when you put $4 of gas in at a time.
Can't even
kill yourself, right? Then you go, I'm going to Thelma and Louise my ass and just drive over a cliff. Your car couldn't even go 40 miles an hour. It would hit the speed bump. It would hit the curb and go and stop. Okay, so you basically living forever. You're not going anywhere.
I'll be the 98-year-old guy,
Right.
the nursing home with all the old bitches, because ladies live longer than we do.
What do they do? They go in. What's the deal? So what's the deal with people with how do you get lung cancer if you don't smoke?
This is how I got it. I've been renovating houses for 25 years. Asbestos, knocking shit down.
Wow.
I never wear a mask. I go, put a mask on and I go, I'm good. And I always had a cough. I swear, I have mesothelioma, whatever that shit is.
AIDS? I don't know what it is. Mescophilicillin?
Yeah, it was the guy.
It
was the one guy out of the 500.
What the disease with the African kids with Sally Struthers have? No.
No. I think I have, but I'll find out soon. I've been hiding it. I haven't gone back, but I gotta go back tomorrow.
Where are you going?
Tomorrow I'm gonna go back. Well,
Yep.
not tomorrow, but when I go back, I gotta go back and find the doctor. I'm not gonna. What do you think I should do?
Did you go? Do you have health insurance?
Yeah.
I mean, so how do you have health insurance?
Obamacare.
No, do you have health insurance?
Yeah.
How do you have health insurance? What is it good?
Yeah, Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Okay, good. So you can go to a real doctor.
Yeah.
So can you go to? Did you find a doctor at Dana Farber?
I didn't. Should I do that?
Well, you know so many people in New England. Let's just find out who the best doctor is and
But all
get
my
you
shit's in Atlanta now.
insurance wise or shit wise.
No, I
Stuff.
have 2 houses going there. I've got all my shit. My parents are there.
Yeah.
But health is the most important.
Yeah, when somebody sells you, you gotta deal with this, and you forget the other shit right now. Like, sorry. You'll go back to the other shit later.
Yeah.
It's fine. Tell your parents.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're both very sad. They're sick too, so I didn't.
Right. Tell your brother.
Yeah, Jeff knows. My older brother doesn't know.
Yeah. So it's so what is the diagnosis? They said you got to go in and.
Yeah, they said.
People survive this stuff.
Yeah.
Right. So.
If I get it cut out or cleared up, 5 years I'll be clean. But if I don't take care of it, I'll be dead in like probably 2 months.
So clearly they
Not
can't
too
go.
much.
Clearly you can't go through your belly because it's so big. So they're gonna have to go through the needle thing. Have they seen you naked? Because I mean, like, it's one thing to say, in theory, like at a doctor's office, we'll go through your belly, but when they see you naked, is it fair to say they're going to say, why don't we go through the arthroscopic way? The tunnel.
So you're right though. I got to do it here.
Who's your doctor? Yeah, you're doing it up here. Who's your doctor? You have a lot of support up here. You got people, you know. And
I have two doctors in Atlanta, and they said, Aaron, he goes, you got to get this out, or I said 2 months. I meant 2 years.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But I just fucking let that golf ball that I
it all blurs. It all blurs. 2 months, 2 years. It's fine. Especially when you're dealing with how much time you have left. That's cool. You can get that one wrong.
What about the running into the woods theory? That was my early.
Go in the woods and just ignore it.
My thing was I was gonna buy the bus and just fucking go in, live in fucking like Nevada for like 2 years and just fucking hang out and party and drink and fucking grab.
I think the problem with that plan is at the end of it you're gonna be sad.
I'm still dying.
Yeah, at the end you're gonna be. That was really fun, but I'm now in this.
And you can't rewind it. You can't go. Can I go back?
Right.
Yeah.
It's the people who don't have things diagnosed are the ones that get in trouble.
Yeah.
The ones who get diagnosed, it's kind of a good and bad story altogether. Going, good news, I found it. Bad news, you have it.
But like, I think you should almost be a doctor because like the golf ball.
Right. I think I do. I just title. I bet you a title. It does say title. You give me Kim Littlefield's phone number. It's a title.